Hi beauties, welcome to Lady Lay Tarot. In today's reading, we're going to take a look at some wonderful 2025 predictions. Actually, specifically, we're going to take a look at 4 things. The first being some major events or changes that will be happening in 2025 for you. Secondly, we'll take a look at a big blessing or blessings, something that will be resolved for you this year in 2025. Thirdly, we're going to take a look at a challenge or challenges you may have so that you know what you're up against and how to solve them. And lastly, we're also going to pick or see which cards come through for a portion of your reading where you ask a question in your head and we see whether we get a yes or no for that particular question, whatever that question is, whatever that wish is for 2025. Like, what will that happen? So with that in mind, I want you to take a look at each of the 5 piles and each of the charms associated with that pile. Meditate on that for a minute or 2. You can pause the video if you need to. First pile is this one. Second is the pink one. Third is the blue alien one. The fourth is the pink one. And the fifth is the blue one. You could try rolling the dice 10 or 15 times, as I always like to say, and seeing which number 1 through 5 comes up the most often. If you're still unsure which of the charms or numbers 1 through 5 you feel the most drawn to, or you're welcome to watch 1 or 2 piles, whichever ones you can't decide between. So, without further ado, pause the video if you need to choose, and let's get into your 2025 reading. Hi Pile 1, welcome to your reading. You felt drawn to this unique charm and or to the card that flew out as I was shuffling for Pile 1, which is the beautiful 10 of Pentacles. Now this represents one of the blessings in your life, one of the major themes, and 10 of Pentacles is a very good harbinger, firstly, for financial stability, legacy building, and family get-togethers, gatherings, good relations with relatives in general. Okay, so that is an initial positive blessing that you can expect that is coming your way in 2025. You can be happy over. And specifically, right now we're going to get some cards for the 3 questions. The first being some major events, shifts, changes that are happening for you this year. Okay, which areas 2025 will be focusing on for you. Secondly, we're going to get some cards for big blessings or a blessing you're going to have this year. And lastly, we're going to get a card or some cards for challenges or opportunities for growth that you're going to be presented with in 2025. And at the very end, we're also going to take a look at your wish portion of this reading. So you're going to be asking a question that you want to have happen for 2025. And then we're going to pull cards and see if the answer to your question in 2025 is yes, no, or maybe. Okay, so I'm going to see which cards are flying out. All right, so Pile 1, your cards are ready. My tactic or my strategy, I always feel like Spirit wants me to take out only flyers, okay? So that my ego doesn't at all interfere with your reading, and it's all about what Spirit wants me to convey to you rather than my energy picking the cards. So firstly, we have the first question ready, which is some major events or changes, and I'm going to pick up some cards also for what themes are going to be abounding in 2025 for you. Okay, so first let's take a look at what came through. We have disposition, we have struggle, we have trauma. Okay, so one of the major themes or shifts that are going to be happening to you with the disposition, something in your appearance will be changing. Perhaps you're going to lose weight. That's what it could be indicating, but I'm going to take out the cards to see what is coming through. Then we have struggle with trauma. Perhaps 2025, it looks like it will be a year where you overcome your trauma, or you're getting closer to overcoming your trauma, whatever that means to you. For example, if you've had a SA happen to you, God forbid, or if you have some childhood issues that always prop up in your mind at the most inopportune time, or maybe trauma related to the way that you look. You're insecure about your disposition, your appearance. So that is a theme that you're going to be sifting through in 2025 and resolving somehow. Then we have man. Let's see some more input about some of the major themes. We have serenity. Very nice. We have axe. Okay. We have child wounded. Yes, we did see the trauma card here. So you getting over this childhood wound perhaps, or a wound related to a man causing you heartbreak, heartache, or someone being hurtful to you, specifically a man. It may not be in the romantic sense, for example, a father figure, wounds from that, or wounds from the patriarchy in general, for example. We also have the versatility card here, the Gemini. So it may also be a wound related to, for example, your body. Physically, you have body trauma, okay? Or, yeah, like back problems. So that is a theme that will crop up, but you will be working on and resolving. And with the Ten of Pentacles, it does signify that things will be improving or getting completely better. And we have the serenity here, amplifying that, the Four of Wands. And we also have the teacher. Okay, so interesting. If some of you guys are teachers or considering doing tutorials, for example, on YouTube or something, it seems like 2025 will be a good year for you to showcase that. But this card could also mean it's time for you to learn a new skill, a new language, for example, and you're going to be good at that. Or like I said before, you're going to be busy instructing or training others. Yeah, to spread some sort of education to other people. Maybe regarding with the axe here, it could have something to do with tools, or you could be teaching them on how to approach hurtful situations, like if you're a healthcare worker, for example, or if you are an athletic coach or a physical fitness therapist. I see that productivity, you'll have very good luck in that arena in 2025. Okay, and with this man, I also want to get some clarifiers. What other theme I see with this man here? We have originality. And it seems like you will be changing your mind about a certain man in your life, especially if there was a struggle with this man, resentment, and a trauma. Either you will have changed this person's mind, or your mind will be changed about the situation in such a way that with the Serenity card here, you will be more cool about it. You will be less traumatized by this scenario that wounded you earlier. Okay, with the forces working against you, for example, if this is an ex, not saying that it is, it depends on the person watching this reading, you will finally understand why certain things happened the way that they did and why this person inflicted trauma and damage on you. Not saying that's an excuse, but you know what I mean. So things will become clearer to you, especially with the teacher there, or you will just not care as much because their thoughts will just not be that important to you while you focus on your family and your relatives and on legacy building, wealth building in your life. Okay, so those are some of the themes that you'll be working on in 2025. Things related to also your body and gathering strength, especially if you've had like a back injury or if you've had joint pain and things of that nature. So I also want to get a clarifier for this versatility card here. Okay, so official person. This could signify that if you've had an issue that is about your body medically, that you're going to find some help from an official person, meaning a doctor, a nurse, or therapist. Or if you're considering getting in this arena, like being a physical therapist or working with people's body, like sense of motion, for example, being a trainer and such, that you're going to be able to have a professional role in that setting, a professional opportunity, and being like a spokesperson for that type of thing for others. So this is a good harbinger of success in this arena. Okay. Now, for those of you who are not traumatized, don't have trauma, childhood wounds and such, this may be talking about your child, for example. If your child is struggling this year in 2024, as I'm filming this, 2025, you will be helping your child overcome this trauma, maybe related to their insecurity about the way that they look, their weight. And so that will be taking up some of your time in 2025. Okay, but the outcome seems to be a good one, because this is a fortunate card, especially for relatives and dealings with relatives. So let's take a look at the blessing. Okay, the blessing or multiple blessings that I see for those who have chosen this pile. Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Lion, time to act. Okay, we have intuition. Then we have the Power. Let me get these cards out. We have defense. We have, this is the, hold on, development card. Okay. Signifies a maturation. So some sort of development is going to be happening here. Particularly with the Taurus card related to, like, if you are trying to raise money. This is also a good harbinger, the Ten of Pentacles, our main card, for wealth building or legacy building. So if you're trying to accumulate some rainy day fund, I see this as being a good harbinger for that. Or like if you were investing in stocks. And we have announcement, bell. Okay, we have February. Interesting. So this may very well happen in February, or may have to do with an Aquarius person or Pisces person. We have Virgin. We have, let's see what else is coming through. Father. Okay. An announcement regarding your father. Okay. Then we have the struggle card here, the Two of Swords. Interesting. And that was one of the main themes, the major themes of the struggle here that we had seen earlier. So some sort of blockage or struggle that you didn't have access to before, I see it being opened up. And we have the input card here, which shows that you will be able to kind of open the doors on that and have some sway or power in the situation. Particularly if it's like a bureaucratic matter or something that you're a novice at. For example, this is just an example. Let's say you were applying for photography courses or something and you hadn't gotten into that course before. So you're a novice at this, and like it was closed to someone like you, or you had missed a deadline previously in other years, or that you weren't qualified enough to enter that field. And I see this opening up for you with the Power card here, especially if it's an establishment in 2025. And we have the time to act here, indicating it's a leap, not a gradual thing. And this also signifies that you're going to come out of your shell. You're not going to be withholding anymore and saying, you know, that path is blocked to me. I'm not powerful enough to get in there anymore. You're going to realize that, yes, I am capable, and all I have to do is take that opportunity and the doors will open up to me. And even if this thing was blocked for you before, it is now going to open to you in some fashion. Then we have the intuition. So this could be signifying what this thing is about that was previously blocked to you. Now, with the Mercury in Cancer, there's emotional intelligence. This could be something related to family or something related to writing, communication, like a very high wish of yours that, yeah, we'll see with the defense that was previously blocked to you. In some cases, because we have the Taurus card, that's like the ownership, possession card. So it could be in the arena of like, let's say a family home. You wouldn't be eligible, for example, to get a mortgage. Now you are. Or it could be about continuing your forefathers' work, like continuing their skill or craft in this generation. But having the Three of Wands there could also be like, for example, in the area of travel or going somewhere or working somewhere that is not in your town. And we also have the Father card here. For some, and the announcement. Since this is the blessings portion of your reading, this is an announcement that is related to someone's father or someone's husband. If you have kids with this person, that's going to be a positive development. That's going to make you happy for this father figure. Okay, so perhaps they're going to cooperate, let their guard down, especially if they were inimical towards you. Like, for example, let's say you have a baby daddy and they've given you nothing but struggle, right? And trauma. Well, now I see there will be some announcement that will make you happy regarding this. Not saying that this person is going to instigate this himself, but it will be a happy announcement regarding this person, this father figure, that is going to make you happy. They're going to have to lower their guard and they're going to have to do something your way. Now, this person may be an Aquarius, or this is indicating that this thing will start unfolding in February, or as we see here in June. So between February and June. All right, let me see what else this may indicate. With the intuition, what is this thing? Okay, so we got a few cards out, but okay, first I want to see, okay, Shark, take care or there'll be a loss of material wealth. Okay, and we have teardrops, great personal sorrow. So some toxic person, I see you will thwart their plans. Okay, and that's a blessing coming to you. You're going to unfoil their plan before it affects you negatively. And this is a matter that's been causing you heartache. Literally, you've cried over this, is what I see for some people. Most likely regarding a family member. But for some, this may be in the area of being single, like singledom, and maybe before you were not getting any offers, but now those offers are coming around and you're not getting the bad choices that you were on Tinder before, you know. Or for others, this may be with an Aquarius or Pisces person that was making you sad, or an incident with a father figure that was making you sad, but this announcement is going to make you happy in 2025, whatever is going to happen with this father figure person. Yeah, whatever it is, it's been making you feel vulnerable and in your feelings. So that's beautiful that there is such a blessing. But don't forget, we're going to also have a fourth portion of this reading, which is the yes or no part. So whatever question you have in your mind, hold that question and we're going to answer yes, no, maybe for that portion. Now we get to the challenges portion and yeah, like what your spirit guides want to tell you about how to handle such a challenge also. So we have achievement, we have priest, we have elephant, a long journey, either physical or mental, leaving you wiser at the end. We have the Three of Cups, which is the selection card. Interesting. And then we have the bear, danger. Okay, so it says especially money matters, but don't take that literally. We'll see what else comes through. We have the World card, and we have the Four of Cups. This is the stability card. Okay, so achievement, stability with the Capricorn. Okay, so first of all, a challenge that you may have is you've been waiting a long time. It says long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. And then this selection card, it's like This door has been a door has been locked to for a long time. Perhaps it's traveling somewhere, like a certain country that you've always wanted to go to, or moving to a certain place. Or it could have to do with a spiritual matter, like let's say you've had a dark night of the soul about something, or you haven't forgiven yourself about something, right? And or you've had trouble forgiving someone for a long time about something. So this is a challenge that will come up in 2025 that you will have to sort through, and we're going to take a look at how you will do that, what advice is given for that. Then we also have the achievement and the bear, danger, especially money matters, and we have the stability. Okay, so this may refer to where you work, for example, or an official governing body may give you a bit of help, especially like if you're trying to get your documents for something with the stability card, or if you're applying to like law school, for instance. This will resonate differently for everyone, but it's somehow related to work or something official happening, bureaucratic happening. So there may be a danger lurking there. Maybe the cost, like the cost is prohibitive, and you don't know how to find that. But I see that praying about it will be one of the solutions to that problem, or maybe even charity, borrowing, a loan. Okay, but let's see what the solution is, what Spirit is telling you is a solution to these problems here. Okay, so let me see. Let me get 2 cards from here, 2 from here, and also lastly, I'm gonna get tea leaf cards. Okay, this one jumped out. Okay, so let's see what the solution is to this challenge, how it can be overcome, what your guides are telling you about how it will be overcome or how you can overcome it. Stepping into a new experience, okay, embracing the experience. Okay, with the extremism, doing something that you haven't done before, like taking that risk, especially if you feel like, no, this is prohibitive, this is dangerous. Maybe confronting or telling someone, like if your documents are late, like, hey, you know, I need help with this. These documents are late. Speaking up about this, that's what that's indicating. We have the restlessness that has the very same message. So being urgent and confrontational with that thing. We also have the Ace of Swords, making up your mind about that and thinking positively, and even having like a bit of arrogance, like you deserve this thing and you deserve someone to go full bat for you on this. Okay, and acting like you deserve this is the other message that I'm getting. So especially if it's an area of your life that's been behind closed doors, locked for you for a long time, you've been waiting on for a long time, you have to believe every day that you deserve to get answers for this, and that you have this kind of arrogance about it, but in a nice way, of course. Then we have the Ace of Cups. Now, if this is an area of career struggle, for example, or as we said, bureaucratic struggle, like achievement. So if, for example, you're not getting that promotion that you've wanted and you feel like it's taking too damn long, check back with your heart, the Ace of Cups, to make sure it's really what you want and that you're not just coveting this thing because it's technically what you should want. Make sure you have passion for it with this card here. Don't sacrifice your happiness and well-being for something that you think you should have. But if, however, you find that it is what you want, don't lose your passion and drive. Keep doing it with enthusiasm and love. And don't sulk, because it won't help the situation, especially with people watching you who can assist you in getting this promotion. They will just think of you as someone who can lose their drive and focus, as someone easily discouraged by difficulties. So don't lose sight of what you really want because it seems menacing. And also, if this is something that you want to take a risk on, but you're afraid of the cost related to that, follow your heart, because your heart is telling you that it's something that you have to do, even if it's a little bit dangerous. So let's say there's a certain project that you wanted to start, but you're afraid with the stability, like how would I carry this through all the way to the end? Well, we have the Ten of Pentacles here, which indicates very good harbinger for financial stability, for relations, legacy building. So that's already giving you a sign that whatever is in your heart and whatever feels really good to you about this project, even though money may be required and you're worried about that aspect of it, like the capital or the finance, like you just definitely have to follow your heart in this matter. And we also have the Fortune, which is an extra urge or message that, you know, this could be very financially beneficial for you or pay off in the long run. Also, with the Fortune card, the Sun in Leo, a challenge for you with the Fortune card is how you handle your finances, or somehow related to travel, because we have the globe here twice. So you just have to follow your passion and somehow the money will come, especially if you like take out a loan if you have to, because it's been in your heart and you can't just let like a little bit of financial risk stop you from doing what you've been wanting to do for a very long time. Okay, and the time is now to step into this new experience, and you have to get a move on it. And especially if it's health related with this, for example, you're afraid because of the cost, like you don't want to, let's say you don't have insurance, right? And you don't want to get that checked out because you're afraid and you don't know if you can make further payments. Yeah, that's a challenge, but it's saying that you should definitely investigate it. If you feel in your gut like something is wrong, you should definitely go for it, go get the checkup, because you're going to be glad that you did. And it's going to prevent, with this extremism here, a worsening of some kind. Okay, so don't let like the cost of this keep you away from that, because the money problem can be resolved. And let's see how it can be resolved, okay? Let me get one card, what Spirit wants to pick for you if you're worried about the money related to this thing, this challenge here, okay? Okay, we have, oh my goodness, the Gentleman card. Okay, so this could be through the bank, through an official person, or it could be through, let's say, a father figure or a male that you have, a male relative or friend who can loan you the money. Okay, or it could be even your boyfriend. And let's see what this challenge may be. Okay, insecurity. Okay, these cards definitely wanted to come through, but I only need two. Okay, parents. And we have blocked. Okay, so definitely we saw that blocked aspect here with this not being able to get in here, the selection. Okay, so with the parents, that may be who you have to ask the money from. It's like some older people who you know are parents who are 20 years or so older than you. They may come up with the money. Now the insecurity, it could be that you want to get like some sort of surgery related to your appearance, like some ailment has been bothering you, and let's say like you have a deviated septum, right? It's just an example, and you can't get the money for the surgery, the trip, visa, and or yeah, like you have to go out of the country for this. It's saying that you have to stop with this insecurity, put your mind to it, know that you deserve it. Maybe even ask older friends or parents of yours to help you come up with the funds or come up with the ideas for the funds, and just know that you deserve it. You've been going after this thing for a very long time, but blocked from the opportunity. All right, so the other thing could be like educationally, like your parents were blocking you or against this thing that your heart is set on. And so with the insecurity, that's why you're doubting yourself, like they told you it's a bad idea. So that's a challenge that you'll be dealing with. And the main advice is you got to follow your heart. And with the Fortune card here, it will lead you to good places. So that is a challenge. Now, I want you to think of a question you have for 2025 or a wish, and we'll see the answer. Specifically, I'm going to take out 3 cards. So I'm going to make you choose either 1, 2, or 3. Okay? So ask a question, please. And choose a number, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, or 3. And then I'm going to show you each of the cards, 1, 2, or 3, what they say. Is it a yes? Is it a no? Is it a maybe? What your guides are saying. Okay? So think of that question. Will blah, blah, blah happen for me in 2025? Pause the video now if you have to. And let's see. Choose a number, 1, 2, or 3. Okay? All right, let's see. That's 1. Well, if you chose 1, the answer is no, not in 2025, most likely. If you chose number 2, the answer, the King of Wands, is yes. If you chose number 3, the answer with the Devil in 2025 is no. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing for you. Pile 1, I hope that this reading was informative. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you have a beautiful 2025. I really appreciate you choosing my reading, and I hope to see you later. Bye. Hi, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. You felt drawn to this charm and or the card that flew out as I was shuffling for Pile 2, the Fool. And this represents one of the themes that you will be encountering in 2025. You know, with the Fool, it's starting something. Perhaps you're going to be starting a brand new hobby or taking a leap of faith, doing something you've never done before. It could be related to travel or taking business, career risks. Or this card is basically telling you that you will mature this year. You've been careless in 2024, and so in 2025, you have to be more careful about what you're doing, putting into your body, or the places that you've been visiting, or the people that you've been associating with. Okay, but those are just some of the downloads that I'm getting right now. So now we're going to take a look at 3 piles here. First, we're going to see which cards are coming through from your spirit guides about major events, changes, shifts that will be happening for you in 2025. And in the middle, we're going to get some cards for big blessings of 2025 of this year. And in the third pile, we're going to be getting cards for some challenges you may also be facing and advice on how to overcome or work with those challenges. And lastly, the fourth thing we're going to do for this pile is we're going to see if a wish that you were hoping happens in 2025, a wish that you're asking about, will it come true in 2025? So you're going to be asking a question, and then we're going to be taking out cards that answer that particular question coming true in 2025. Will it be a yes, no, maybe? All right. So let me see which cards come through, and I will be right with you. Okie doke, pile 2, your cards are ready. First off, let's take a look at some big events or shifts or changes you can expect in 2025. First off, before I get these, let's also take a look at some cards for harbingers of big events or shifts. Okay, we have the words despair, money, and stress. Okay. And let's see how they correlate with the big shifts that are happening. Okay, solid foundation, success with effort. Okay, it seems like with regards to money, you're going to be perhaps stressed a little bit. Maybe you're going to be starting a new business since we have the Fool card here, or starting a new endeavor, creative process. And this will be a time of you building, like the building blocks, laying the building blocks, the foundation for that. So you may feel a little bit of despair because of your scheduling conflicts, or the schedule may be a little bit intense in 2025 for you. But with the money, it seems like money will be a good thing, like more money coming in. We also have the heart, love, deep affection and caring. Okay. We have power. Okay, beautiful. Let me not jump the gun. Let's see what other major themes we're seeing here. We have Knight of Wands. Okay, definitely I'm seeing power of love and passion will be a big theme. Perhaps you will start a new relationship. For those of you wishing to start one, I see that this is a very good harbinger for a new relationship starting, one that you're passionate about, one where you feel deep love and affection for the person. Page of Pentacles, that is a card of being like an apprentice and being successful at starting something. This is a student card also. Education, money, career. And it could also be that you're going to start a side hustle. That's also another download I'm getting for some of you guys watching. So this may come with a bit of stress because, you know, it's always a little daunting when you're starting something brand new with a Fool. Then we have the imprisonment. Interesting. With the Fool. I'm going to get a clarifier for that in a little while. We also have the Claw. With the stress, be careful, do not take risks. But the Page of Pentacles, that's a sturdy card. Showing maturation. So perhaps in 2025, it looks like you're going to be learning what are safe risks to take and how to not jump the gun and just go completely with your passion and your gut instincts, but to instead not just rely on your hunches, but to rely on your foundations or your knowledge, calculations. Also with the imprisonment card here and the heart, this could have to do with, let's say, paying off debts, since we had these cards come out, the money stress. And this will be a time where you're focusing on paying your credit card debts. We have the Flag card here, and perhaps controlling your spending or recognizing when matters of the heart enslave you, like passion is not enough for a certain situation, and that you have to instead look at the foundation building with a certain person. And we have the Artist. Very interesting. Like I said, for many of you, I saw with the Fool that you're going to be starting a new venture, perhaps a creative one or a hobby. But with the Claw, be careful, do not take risks. So for example, let's say someone watching this pile is thinking of starting like a hairdressing company or their own, you know, salon, hair salon. With the be careful, do not take risks, it seems like you will have to be very careful in 2025 because money may be a stressor. If you don't manage your money right, it may lead to despair, and it's not enough to just have the passion. So you have to build the solid connections or foundations. So you have to make sure you have your place. Like, for example, if you're scouting an area for that type of thing, you have to make sure like that is the place, a foundation where you can build success from, rather than just going on your instincts and feng shui or something. Because it seems with the imprisonment that you could be stuck in a certain place or location by just going with your hunch, and then later you may not be able to get out of this lease or contract. And with the Flag, it says be careful, do not be tempted to lower your standards. Okay, and we have that underneath the heart. So it's not about like first impressions. You have to weigh this carefully. You have to look at, is this going to make you powerful in the long run? Or is this place that you're deciding to choose a good foundation to build from? Let's say if this is like an instructor you're choosing, like let's say you're starting a new hobby with jiu-jitsu, right? Check out their reputation. Do they have a good foundation, curriculum, or is this the course that you need to be successful going forward? That's the type of thing that I'm seeing here, because like when you sign a contract, you know, you get these costs and you can't cancel. You still have to keep paying these bills every month because you didn't cancel like a week later. You know what I mean? So that's like one of the themes here, that you have to make sure that you're not just going on spur of the moment with the passion, the Knight of Wands here, and that you're weighing the foundation very carefully and considering money, and especially when you're starting something, right? Like, oddly enough, I'm seeing for those who pick this pile, like not just to trust your gut instincts about something and just going with a feeling that you had initially, but instead like being very careful and seeing the reputation or the foundation of this place before committing, because it may be something that will last a few months before you can even get out of it. Okay, so yeah, be careful, do not take risks, it says. Yeah, especially like if you're choosing a major or something, you know what I mean? Just hold out on that. Don't jump in because it's exciting, it's new, and you feel like, oh, it's so exciting, it's calling to me. Weigh the pros and cons very carefully in 2025 before you jump the gun and pick that, because it may be very long before you can get out of that thing. Just make sure you are like really doing your research. So, but let's take a look at the blessing or blessings that are coming in 2025. Okay. See some blessings I see. We have Pioneer. Okay, beautiful. So in terms of love, if you're looking for a loving partner, this is very good. Passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. This is a very good harbinger in the love department. But it could also be a very good harbinger in the idea department. But yes, for many of you, this is about a man. You're on the right track regarding a relationship. Then we have the Enterprise, but interestingly with the Pioneer and the Enterprise, it does seem a very good harbinger for business. We have the Jupiter in Aries. It's about starting something new, especially if you're starting this business with a certain man. Okay, or the boss is a male. All right. Okay, let's see. We have Lovers. Okay, some blessings coming to you in the love department in 2025. I love that for you. Six of Pentacles, generosity, bird perched. Okay, so if you are single or in a new relationship, I see that this person will be more generous to you in 2025 with a bird perched. It's like a secret admirer type of card here. Also, what I see with the Six of Pentacles here, for those of you looking for a job, this is a very good harbinger that an offer will come to you if you're waiting on news about that on a business. And we have Funnel. Okay, yeah, especially if you've been waiting on this profit business to get back to for a long time, lessons to be learned. All right. Okay, let's see what else is coming through. Discrimination. That's the Venus in Virgo card. Oh, by the way, my Venus is in Virgo. 9 degrees. I don't know why I said that, but anyway, that may be pertinent here. So we have Child Eternal. Okay, for some of you guys, you may have a child who is Virgo. I know it's a very specific message that's coming for someone watching here. And so you're going to get some very good news regarding this child, maybe a son, maybe your cousin or your little brother or something. And I see them being chosen for something wonderful. And especially if you've been mentoring this child, like they're going to get into a university or something, and that's going to make your heart swell with pride. But the other thing that I see here with this is that with the Child Eternal and the discrimination, I see you picking something. It says mind and spirit, ability to see things with fresh eyes. Yeah, I see you being able to pick a location, like especially if you're considering moving with the Pioneer card here. I see you being able to pick the right offer or the location for something, especially if you're looking for a new city or country to move to. You're going to be able to masterfully choose that. We have Child Magical. Oh my goodness. How many child cards are we going to get here? You'll receive a gift. Ooh, swoon, swoon. So if you have a boyfriend, this man is going to give you a precious gift. You're really going to appreciate it as a sign of his affection. Okay, and that's what that is referring to. He's going to make a declaration of love or even put a ring on it if you've been waiting on that engagement, ladies or gentlemen. Okay, and then we have with the Pioneer card, the other thing that we see with the child cards, let me get a clarifier for what that could be in the realm of children. So, oh, okay, health-wise, this is the healing card. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so if you've had a rift with a certain child, like you're not getting along with your much younger sibling, or with your child because let's say they're a teenager. So I see some healing going on with your child in 2025 or with this child in 2025. Or this is just referring to your inner child being healed, okay, and being able to like discern what is truly you and what was not you before, and like being able to put all of those childhood issues behind you, having self-love. But also this could also refer to, for some, with the Pioneer, something you've wanted, you've wished, a desire you've had since childhood. Could be about the medical field, like some of you wanted to be doctors or nurses, or a dream job like as a caretaker or as a kindergarten teacher, for example. So this is a blessing coming to you in that regard, that yes, it is going to materialize with the Enterprise. Like if you're thinking of starting a kindergarten or daycare center. Very nice. It says you'll receive a gift regarding that very thing. See, money will not be a factor or a big factor, because we just have this frustration, lessons to be learned, but then you do achieve this generosity coming to you. Especially if you're waiting for news, like let's say you're trying to get hired as a teacher or caretaker. This thing may arrive in a package or a letter, since we have that signified here, okay? So take a look at those cards. You will know your situation, okay? I'm just reading the various ones that I see very clearly, potently here. And let us also take a look at some challenges and advice for dealing with those challenges in 2025. Let's see, we have riches. Okay, money may be an issue for a while at least, but fear not. We will take a look at how to resolve those. So we have position of authority. We have carrot, opportunity or windfall. Okay, so you may have a challenge regarding someone who's in a position of authority, a senior or superior in your workplace, especially if it's a woman in charge of the purse strings. Yeah. Or this problem can relate to like your family being poor and them looking towards you to provide financially for them and draining you of resources. So that may be a challenge. Okay. Then we have take care, enemies are working against you. Interesting. It's like your money is being affected either by a superior of yours at work or by, with the community card here, family member who's poor or family members who are poor who are kind of like using your resources or looking at you as a come up. Or a female relative may hit you up for money. Pathway, yeah. Like someone is looking at you to maybe sponsor them or, yeah. Oh my goodness, 10 of Cups. That is a card of a family relative, a community member. Or even like kids, you know, kids can be expensive. And so, also with the position of authority, you may be undermined if you're a parent, like in disciplining your kids, like they're not listening to you. They're kind of taking the different path than what you would expect them to do. They're being wayward, okay, and not respecting your authority and like asking you to buy expensive things for them or wanting something very expensive from you. And then with the toil and labor, it shows like you working very hard to be able to come up with money for these so-called enemies. Not literal enemies, but you know what I mean. Could be credit card bills, fines, etc. Yeah, I see that will be a struggle. Then we have the Messiah. This is like the savior thing, you know, like someone in your community or people in your community are looking towards you to save them or to vouch for them. And it says serving humanity with humility, maybe for you to be humble, to be quiet, to acquiesce, to toe the party line, the cultural line. And it's kind of like weighing heavily on you with the toil and labor. Maybe there's a certain woman who is at the seat of this table who's dictating to you what you can and cannot do regarding a family situation. Yeah, basically it's weighing heavily on you with the pathway, and it's affecting like the opportunities that you are taking somehow. For example, let's say you want to try something new, but because this community is beholden to you, or you need that extra surge of cash, like you can't quit a certain job because they're depending on you, you know, or you're forced to do overtime because of them. So that kind of thing. So you're forced to like stall in your path or take a path that is not really desirable for you because you're trying to be the savior here. So that's the type of situation that will pose a challenge in 2025. But let's see the advice of your guides in resolving this matter. I'm going to take out 3 cards all together for this. Okay. 3 cards, please, Spirit. 2 wanted to come out from here. I'm going to take out another card from here. And let me take out 1 from here. And okay. Let's take out 1 from there. Okie doke. Let's see. What are your guides telling you to do? Okay. We have domination. We have childs. So if this is regarding a struggle you're having with someone younger than you, like I said, community members that are younger, or your child, literally. So with the domination card here, interesting. It's like, wow, okay. The imagination card here. It's almost like keep them guessing, and that will create a fear, and that's how you'll be able to dominate this person, or say less, right? Like don't acquiesce, don't answer no or yes, or seem like you're frustrated with them. Keep them guessing, and that will be your power. And with the domination, it's showing that you should be in control. And also pray about this, okay? But also keeping them guessing will make them insecure and think that you're angry with them, and then they will come around and do it the way that you want, because they'll think, uh-oh, she or he, whoever's watching this reading, is not saying anything, is withdrawn, so they'll think you're pissed off, you know? So speak less, make yourself scarce, and you not responding is going to make a bigger impression. And then we also have the solitude card here. Very interesting. And the mentor. You might want to get help from someone who's a professional on this, like a psychologist or someone in the behavioral sciences, or enlist a family elder to help, or it could be an outsider help hotline or something. With the solitude, the Four of Swords, it does show that you need some rest, relaxation time, because perhaps you've been overworked, overexerted, so you're not thinking straight, and you're letting your tiredness affect your thought processes inadvertently, and that's why you're not able to make a good decision. It's muddying your thinking process. The Seven of Cups, it's a card of confusion about what to pick. So when you're well rested, and when you've had time with the solitude card, without this person's input or being away from this person, then you will be able to make more of an effect, is what I see here. And also with the solitude, it's showing that you need to take some time out from caring for your community, for yourself, and not to overwork or overexert yourself. Yeah. The domination, like don't be afraid to be assertive. Okay, but do get mental health professionals assistance, or read some how-tos on a certain topic before you like wing this thing, because the professionals know better, like which approach would work better behaviorally. So that's what I see here. So I also lastly want to see, will your wish come true? Okay, so what I want you to do right now while I'm getting those cards is I want you to think of a wish that you want to happen for 2025. Only one wish allowed. Okay. And I'm going to see 3 cards, 1, 2, or 3. And I want you to choose 1, 2, or 3 for this wish that you are hoping on for 2025. Like, will blah, 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 blah happen in 2025. Okay. And pause the video and let's see. Let's choose 1, 2, or 3. And I will show you what the cards say. Is it going to be a yes or a no? All right. So hold that thought in your head, hold that wish in your head, and let's see. All right, so pile number 2, let's see. If you chose number 1, the Justice card, it's mostly a maybe. It will take a little more time, perhaps a little bit above 2025, like a little over, or it might be towards the end of 2025. With the Two of Wands here, it's most likely a yes if you chose the number 2. And if you chose number 3, Queen of Cups, it is a yes. Okay, it's a definite yes. So this is the only maybe card here. If you chose 1, it's like maybe, but it's going to take longer than you want it to. And the Two of Wands is a yes card, and the Queen of Cups is a yes card. So if you chose 2 and 3, the answer to your question for 2025 is yes. All right, so I hope that you enjoyed this reading, pile 2. Thank you so much for watching and choosing my reading. I hope that you have a beautiful 2025 ahead. Be very blessed, and I hope to catch you later. Bye. Hi, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. You felt drawn to this alien/skeleton charm, and or the card that flew out as I was Shuffling for pile 3, the Knight of Swords. Now, this may be one of the themes or challenges of 2025 for you. And with the Knight of Swords, it's decisive action, being ballsy. So it's excelling at that, or being outspoken, being talkative. Or conversely, it's about someone not speaking out enough. And so 2025, the challenge is to find your voice, to be more daring, more bold. If you're already a truth teller, perhaps it's telling you to tone it down a bit because your message may be coming across as like impulsive or too fast-paced. So if you want to be a decisive speaker, you want to be courageous, stand up for your rights, you have to find how to do that effectively without seeming rude or brash. Okay, so the Knight of Swords, swords are about communication, the intellect, and about using your words properly. And also, so this may indicate for some educational or opportunities for public speaking, maybe presenting themselves to in 2025, or the written word. Okay, but we're going to take a look at specifically the first pile here. We're going to take a look at what are some of the major themes that will be coming up in 2025 for you. Here we'll take a look at the blessings that are coming up in 2025 for you. And we'll also take a look at the challenges and how to overcome or work with them in 2025. And at the end of the reading, we'll also do a portion called Will My Wish Happen? So you're going to think about something that you've been wishing to happen in 2025, and we'll answer that question. We'll do a yes or no short answer for that question. Okay, so hold on till the end. Now I'm going to see which cards fly and come through for your various different piles. So bear with me as I do that, and we'll get straight into your reading. Okay, pile 3, your cards are ready. So first off, we're going to take a look at some of the major themes that are coming up for you in 2025. So you know what to concentrate and what you can expect going forward. Some lessons to be learned perhaps, or some blessings. So we're also going to take a look at some of these cards that I've made to see some of the major themes emerging in 2025. So let me get a pick of like 3 cards. Okay, thank you, Spirit. So we have despair, investment, insecurity. So some of the themes that will also be coming up with the investment is a rush to fix something, like perhaps you're going to be sad that you didn't invest in something earlier, like let's say with your health, you played a dangerous game with the Knight of Swords, you were careless in 2024, so you may have some issues with that. For example, like let's say you're asthmatic, so you're going to realize like, no, these certain foods are triggering an allergic reaction with me, so I have to be careful with that going forward. With the insecurity, I see that some people watching for this pile may be a little bit tentative about their dwelling place or their finances this year, at least in the first portion of 2025, or not feel that they are like firmly in the company that they're in, feel undermined. Maybe there could be some people trying to trip you up, affect your balance, confidence. This would explain the despair and investment, like especially if you've been investing in something for a long time and you feel like they're not appreciating your investment in that arena. So you may feel unappreciated in a certain aspect of your life. Or it's telling you with the insecurity, you need to focus on areas that are vulnerable, underdeveloped within yourself, some areas where you feel like you have neglected in 2024. So for example, let's say that your big mouth has gotten you in trouble before, and so the insecurity, now you don't know what to do because of the situation that arose with you speaking out against something or being forthright about something. So that may be like a mess that you're cleaning up in 2025. Learning how to rebalance that energy of bravery, daring, without coming off as like brash or uncool. So we have here the worker card. Okay, like I said, do see that many of you, the theme of 2025 will be working with the Knight of Coins, Knight of Pentacles, and trying to establish or maintain a foothold, foundation in the workplace. And we have the High Priestess card here. Okay, with the insecurity, it could be like you're not feeling very secure in your gut or womanhood, for example, if you are female watching this, or in your feminine qualities, especially if you feel like you have been, with the Knight of Swords, like someone has been rude to you or has been critical of you in the past, especially as a lover, or especially in the family. As I said, that the Sun in Cancer card came out. So you have to work in establishing your confidence back in yourself and disregarding this hurtful message that was given to you by another or others that criticize you, the way that you look or the way that you come across. With the resourcefulness, the Cancer card here, I see one of the main themes will be saving money here. Yeah, you should definitely be working on that. And with the Victory card here, that's a very good harbinger, you know, that you will be able to stow away, put away some money from your hard work with the investment, right? Like I said, this will be a year of you working and accumulating, not really spending that much, but mostly trying to put aside rainy day fund, or trying to save for something big that you're going to be buying, maybe a trip. Okay. You know, the 10 of Wands with the card of Victory. We're going to see what that's about, but we also have temporary problems. Okay. So for some, I see that a challenge may also be that you, with this recklessness card, you may have been carelessly spending before in 2024 or earlier. And now you're going to have to focus in 2025 on paying back your loans. And that's going to be one of the main areas of concern, or one of the themes. We have the Hanged Man, interesting, with the Worker card. So this shows that for some of you guys watching here, you're going to feel maybe stuck in a job or job position, like something is not materializing, the victory is not materializing fast enough for you, and you feel like the work that you're doing is drudgery, or it's kind of boring, you're not being challenged enough in the workplace, it's kind of like dragging on. So we'll get some advice for that, but yeah, that's a theme. Then we have the marriage and the resourcefulness. So, okay, if you're married, this is a good harbinger that whatever problems you're having with your spouse is going to be temporary, but you have to watch communication patterns, and especially if you have been rude or having outbursts with your significant other, with your dedicated partner here, that you have to, like, you know, tone it down with this person, because with the Victory card here, your relationship will go from strength to strength if you learn how to tone it down, the way your communication style is with this person. Now, like I said here, for some, I saw that with the despair and the insecurity, you may feel like you're stuck in a certain job, or you're not getting the type of positions that you want. Let's see the solution for that, or if anything else is said here from Spirit on how to deal with this. So we have the Page of Wands. This is like branching out, starting something new. And this is also about like learning how to entertain yourself while you may be stuck in this rut, and you may have to like keep up with this work, or just be patient while things unfold. So it's basically giving you that advice of also like making things happen on the sidelines for yourself, okay? Because you may not be able to change this particular job too much, or this particular outcome too much with the career, at least in early 2025. And then we have the Mother card here. Interesting. So motherhood, marriage, for some, I see that this will also be established theme of 2025. Okay. Yeah, motherhood and marriage. So perhaps you're going to be focusing more on motherhood and marriage. And like if you've been neglecting that before, you're going to start thinking about it more and like working towards that. Now, there may be some setbacks regarding that. But let's see what's going to happen for the most part for those watching for this pile. Let's see, with the motherhood and the, yeah, motherhood card. Felt like that one wanted to come out. Very nice. The world card. For some, if you're trying to get pregnant, this may indicate twins in the future. All right. Or if there's one final piece that needs to be in place, like you need to go to a doctor or something to make that fertility wish possible, because you have the hangman here, like there's some other underlying issue there here, and it's just one more step to come closer to that wish. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for the themes of 2025. Or with the mother card here, as I saw before, it could be that you're having issues with your mother, like let's say your mom is getting on with age and you're going to be very busy trying to help her. Not very busy, but you know what I mean. Like you're going to be more involved with your mom this year. And with the world card here, what I'm seeing is that perhaps you will have assistance of someone else, like your sibling in this. So not to worry. Yeah. Yeah. So ask for help. That's what I'm seeing. So let's see what else is coming through for the blessings portion of 2025. What are some good things, blessings that are coming your way in 2025? We have the imprisonment. Okay. The Eight of Pentacles. So this is a work card for many of y'all watching. So if you have been like, as we saw here with the work card, insecurity, if you have been trapped, feeling like you're stuck in a rut, I see that eventually, at least towards the latter half of the year, it's going to start picking up pace, okay? Or you're going to be changing jobs to where you feel more excited, like somebody's going to come to your aid, or some position is going to come to your aid. Okay. Let's see what other messages are coming through. Yeah, we have Five of Wands. That problem will be resolved. We have the Bluff card, which could mean extricating yourself from an unfair circumstance, like a trap. So let me get all the cards out and I'll tell you all the various messages that I see for the blessings that have showed up for those of you watching for this pile. Okay, Apple. For some, this is like overcoming a strong addiction or obsession. We have the versatility. We have the control, showing you'll prevail. Yeah, don't worry. This work thing, if it's a work thing, it is under control. Yeah. And we have the desk. Pay attention to your work. Yeah, if you're stuck in a rut and you feel like it's not going anywhere, just keep on working, because something will come of this with the flexibility and the control. Like someone is going to give you something better. Perhaps 2 choices will present themselves, or 5 choices, or what it's saying is that they're going to start giving you better projects. Yeah. Or it could also indicate like coming out of a legal trouble. With the desk here. Okay, we have the Fortune card. Very nice harbinger. And we have the King of Wands. So King of Wands is a fire sign. So a fire sign person could be of help to you and bring you a blessing regarding a job, is one of the messages that I'm getting, or someone who's a Gemini, born in June or something. And yeah, because we have the Fortune card here, the Ten of Pentacles, the stability. They're bringing you the stability. So let me see what else is coming through. We have the Star. Okay, guaranteed success. Struggle. After a struggle, there's guaranteed success. Now, if this is a place that you've wanted to visit, you've been tempted to visit, for example, I see this will happen with some of your efforts, with some of your planning. This will be a guaranteed success. Air sign person, a distant friend. Okay. So if you have a friend who's in the sign of Gemini, like I mentioned here, I see that this person who's perhaps living farther away from you than you would like, I see that this person will be visiting you, or you'll be visiting this person. They'll be coming to your town, or you'll be going there. And this is a blessing that will be made possible. Perhaps you'll take a trip together. Then we have the extremism. Okay. And, ooh, the rebirth card, the death rebirth card. Okay, let me just Make sure y'all see all the cards. So I'm gonna move it. Oh, Lover. Temptation will test you. Guaranteed success. Beautiful. It's very good harbinger for long distance relationship because we do have a dog far away. Or it could just be someone that you love. And I see you guys like reuniting, having this guaranteed success with some effort, especially with some planning going on for this event. So don't give up. Then we have the guide. Yeah, like I mentioned, I feel like someone is going to take you under the wing or be a bit of a mentor or show you the ropes, so to speak. And this will be in the area of work, for example, most likely, or with the pay attention to your work. Yeah, mostly it seems like in the area of work. But for a select few, it could be in a clerical aspect. Like, let's say you're trying to put your child or yourself through a school, right? And you don't know the process, the application process. And I see this person guiding you through that and you being able to get in through the doors, the gates, so to speak, of this thing. Okay. What other messages do I see with the Death Rebirth card here? The blessing is, for example, if you have been hurt, if you've broken up with someone painfully, you're going to realize this was definitely for the best because the love that's coming next is going to trump that in 2025. The love that you had for this ex in 2024 is going to seem less potent by comparison. 2025's love will trump that past love. And then it could be a person that you meet through work, for example. That's what I'm seeing for select few of you. If you're actively seeking love or if you are single. Okay. So then let me just get a clarifier for this because I do feel like for the versatility and the guide, we do want another clarifier. Ooh, okay, Mule. Okay. So something you've been working very hard on. Like let's say you're trying to submit a draft, right? And you're an architect, for instance, right? You've been working very hard at this thing. With the control, I see that the person in authority in the workplace, for example, it's the Capricorn work card, will, after all this hard work that you've done, will take a look at your draft. For example, if you're doing a master's degree, I see this will be definitely accepted with the victory card here, the fortune card here. Your hard work will pay off and you will win the favor or the admiration of this guide, or let's say your professor or your the person who is handling your thesis. Okay, so that's what the Death Rebirth card is showing. Like after an exaggerated amount of effort, like a lot of writing, tiredness with the Mule working hard, especially if you've written a redraft of this thing that they didn't like in the first place. I see that the second time around will be accepted, definitely. Because, you know, the Death Rebirth card, it's like something you were rejected for before. And they were like, nah, try again. Now, the second time that you submit it, you got it in the bag. They're like, yes, we approve of this. The fortune card here, we give you this. And, yeah. Now you can get through the doors, so to speak. So this is a very prime time for you to get into like a master's program because, yeah, I see things working in your favor for a select few of you who are watching. That's the message that I'm seeing here. Or with the Five of Wands, someone that is like moving far away. Perhaps it could be you. It seems like the loose tying up of loose ends will work out here, especially if you've done the planning. Planning is definitely essential here because you're in a mentally, emotionally ready state to go away, but you also need to be physically that way as well. Okay, so take a look at the cards. You'll know your situation, most of you, based on these cards for the blessing. And let's look at some of the challenges. Okay, and how to solve them. Okay, so we have March. So perhaps an issue with a person that's Aries or Pisces, or an issue arising in March with a flirtation. Okay, a relationship that has arisen in March, or with a person who's Pisces or Aries. We have the thoughts, like is this person thinking of you, for example, or you're afraid they're not thinking of you, or With the stability card here, perhaps you're questioning the foundation, the sturdiness, if this is like going to be a long-term legitimate thing. Yeah, or with the flirtation card here, it's a Sagittarius card. It could be like a creative project that you have and you're wondering if they're going to make it long-term, feel like they're not going to accept it, and they're unsure, going back and forth between you and another candidate. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so your confidence is shot here. All right, another challenge is the student card. Interesting. Okay, so this may be a matter related to something education related, or something related to music, like a project or a hobby that you have. Oh, and we have 2 student cards here. That's crazy. Student, and the stability card here. So maybe some of you guys are trying to go back to school, or finding it challenging to graduate or to accrue enough credits. Yeah, the Pentacles definitely about stability and foundation as well. Or you're trying to figure out information about a certain somebody who you feel is maybe wishy-washy in the love department. It could be an Aries or Pisces person, or like I said, a Sagittarius. Or you met them through school courses. Yeah, so that will be a challenge here. And it could also be that you feel like you're a novice if you're working on a certain project. Like they're giving you something that is not in your field to do, and so you don't feel safe in this project that you're doing, or you feel like you're being demoted by being given a certain position. Okay, so that's kind of a challenge that I see happening here. And yeah, it could also literally be coming up with finances for a certain thing that you are trying to get, like a certain accreditation. Okay, and let's see what advice your guides are giving you about like coming out on top. Okay, so these cards flew out. I'm going to take, all right, 2 from here, 1 from here, but 2 want to come out, 1 from here. Spirit, show us the way. Thank you. And finally, I'm going to take out the tea leaf card. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Now let's see your advice from Spirit on how to handle this issue, this challenge or challenges that are coming up. Let's see. Okay. Okay. I see what you're trying to do here. Okay. We have protection, patience, dragon, charity. So I wanted to come out here, occupation. Then we have the great fortune. And we have the dilettante. Okay. Okay. So some of the pieces of advice I'm seeing here. Now, firstly, the thing that I see is all you can do is your best. And if you feel like a door is being shut to you, not that I'm saying that it will be shut to you, it is for your highest protection in the long run. Like, let's say you think you want to become an artist and you're trying to submit your portfolio and they didn't accept your portfolio, right? It's saying that attempt, it is not the right timing. And so like it's for your protection because something might not be the right timing. So you have to have patience. And it says beware of self-delusion, and also learn from your mistakes and know like when it's time to fold or regroup. Okay, and when it's time to go harder. So you may try to go harder, and if you see this is the max that you can do, then you have to realize that it's a blessing that they're giving you this rejection, because you won't be wasting more time in the future. Like if something is not working out with this right now, and if you are feeling like you're still not an expert at this thing, then perhaps it's time to change your focus of your occupation with the charity. And you have to listen to the signs that your angels are giving you, your gut. They're trying to point you in another direction, perhaps with your occupation or what area you should be studying. The other thing that I see here is that with the patience, like you have to give it time. And if something is hard and you're feeling like you're not taken seriously, you're not mastering something, right? Or if you feel like you're overly qualified for this good and they're not appreciating it, then you have to check yourself, because you're deluding yourself if they have given you like a bad grade, okay? And then you have to go back, work harder on this thing, and then bring it back to them to like try again the second time. And then only if the second time doesn't work, if you don't get their approval the second time after you've tried it, after you've listened to their mistakes and handled the parts that they said were not expert level, then you can have better luck, and you will have better luck. Okay, so the advice that I see here, and seek out information that will help you with the occupation. Yeah, for others, what I see is that like if you can't afford something, you're gonna have to get a side hustle job, and with the charity, like go for a fundraiser or get a side hustle job, like especially from people that are trying to give you a position from the past, and seek out information that will help you, like search for it and get like a side job if you're having trouble affording something. That's what I see here, and it will be given to you, because if your guides are gunning for this thing happening, know that this is meant for you, are in your path, they will send people or information that will help you make this. They will help you raise money, or they will help you get a side hustle that will help you in paying towards this thing. Okay, so that's the message that I'm seeing here. And now we come back to perhaps for you the most important portion of this reading. I want you to think of a question you have for 2025, a wish that you have for 2025. And ask this question, pause the video, and choose a number, 1, 2, or 3. And we're gonna see, is the answer to your question yes or no, based on the number that you chose, okay? While asking the question. So take a moment to ask your question. Will blah, 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 blah happen for me in 2025, okay? Now let's see, choose 1, 2, or 3, and let's see the answer to that question. Please, Spirit, tell us. Ooh, okay. So let's take a look. You chose number 1, 8 of Swords. That's a no for 2025. There's still some blockages. If you chose number 2, that is a no or a delay. And if you chose number 3, Knight of Wands, that is a resounding yes. Okay, so 8 of Swords and the Moon are no cards. It might happen, but mostly it's saying no. It will take too much effort, a lot of effort, and so yeah, answer is no here. Or there might be some restrictions. It might come with some restrictions here, or it might come with added stressors this year, not be as lucky as it would be. Okay, but the Knight of Wands here is a resounding yes. So that's what I see for you, pile 3. I hope that this reading was informative. Thank you for choosing this reading for going into 2025. I've enjoyed doing this reading for you, and I hope to see you in 2025. Have a great day and a great year. Bye. Hi, pile 4. Welcome to your reading. You felt drawn to this pink charm here, or the card that flew out as I was shuffling for your pile, the Page of Cups, which represents one of the opportunities that you're going to be presented with in 2025. And Page of Cups is a good harbinger of youthful energy, of love proposals, and of enjoying the frivolous side of life. And it's a more of a carefree energy that I'm seeing for you in 2025, just based off of this card alone. But we're going to be taking a look at what other things are coming through. And also, this is a good news regarding a child that you may have, or a child in your life. So in particular, we're going to take a look at what is coming through first. 4 major themes, events, changes that are going to be happening in 2025 for you. In the middle, we'll get cards for blessings that are coming in 2025. And we'll also get cards on the right-hand side for challenges that you may be presented with in 2025 and how to solve or overcome them, how to deal with them. And of course, lastly, we're going to take a look at the Will My Wish happen in 2025. So you're going to keep a wish of yours in mind, and we're going to answer the question, will that wish happen? Yes, no, maybe in 2025 for you. So let me see which cards are coming through for the 3 piles, and we'll get into your reading. Pile number 4, your cards are ready. So first off, we're going to take a look at some of the major themes that are going to be coming up that you're going to be contending with, or that you're going to be dealing with. And let's also see some of these cards for the themes. Okay. We have money, time, stress. Okay. Okay, so stress management levels may be a factor here. Okay, making enough time for something. Let's see what cards are indicating here with regards to these 3 themes. Let's see, we have the Judgment, the Realization. Ooh, okay, 8 of Swords and the Order. So it seems to me here you're going to be realizing what has been an inefficiency in your life. With the Judgment card here, you're going to be making a realization about a process, routine, what you are doing wrong, what has been keeping you stuck, especially as it relates to stress, for example. Like a certain habit that you have, you're going to find that you're going to need to break this habit in 2025. And perhaps it's something that is a waste of time for you. For example, like for some, it could be smoking. And so you're going to focus on trying to rid yourself of that habit and establishing a better routine. Or it could be like time management problem that you're going to be honed in on. Or it could be like you are bound by numerous duties, subscribe to too many things. And so you realize there's an inefficiency in the way that you have managed money. And so you're going to put that right. You're going to make a realization about that and try to free yourself, or manage to free yourself with the good news card here, of that inefficiency or of that slavery. Let's see what else is coming through for the major themes. We have Ace of Swords. Yep, that shows decisiveness. Like, that's it. Not gonna take any more of that. I realize what's been keeping me stuck. Now it says news of a birth, new birth, conception, new business opportunity. So for instance, if this is like an inflexible hierarchical job that's been keeping you around for longer hours than you'd like, it's like you're going to be decisive about this, maybe even break free or make a plan of escape. That could be what this business card is indicating here. And then the money path, it's like an opening up, discernment for you about what other job would bring in more money for you and provide like a worthwhile investment or a better work-life balance while bringing in the same amount of money. Okay, so with that Page of Cups card here, with the ability to have more fun and enjoyment in life, this to me looks like you're going to be finding something in 2025 where it's more jovial, carefree. For example, if this is a job that's keeping you stuck and you're working overtime or you're doing things inefficiently, you're going to find a better opportunity or make a better opportunity for yourself in the business where you're bringing in the same amount of money or more by doing less work with the time management here, but the money will still abound and you'll be less stressed out or burned out. And for others, this could also relate to if you're trying for a child and if you've had some issues with that, like it's not happening. So I see that you're going to put this area in order, at least like set this in motion in 2025 where, let's say you're taking prenatal vitamins or you're doing your IVF. For those of you who are trying for a child and this has been an area where you haven't made progress, improvement. Okay, so that's what that's showing here. But let's see What else the store could relate to? Ooh, okay. Heartache over what you no longer have. Okay. Interesting. So with the money path, okay, and the order, the guide, and we have the convention. Okay. So here I see you are going to grow bored of something. This is showing that in 2025, you will need more free time, less drudgery, depression, less restriction, like more time where you're being more childish, defiant, and just exploring instead of being tied down as you were in 2023, where you're doing what's expected of you. So perhaps this could indicate that you're going to be making money, doing something fun or amusing, or even with children, for example. And this is going to bring you more fun, enjoyment, amusement, exploration. Yeah, and with the heartache over what you no longer have, if you were struggling with romantic relationships, as I see for some of you here, then with the order card here, it's like you're going to, with the realization, the judgment card here, understand what you had been doing wrong, reboot, take a new approach, an approach that works. That's to weeding out who's not right for you. And yeah, basically getting rid of the inefficiencies and instead seeing this as like a fun challenge. Like you're putting your affairs in order, putting it right with the money path. Also, if you've been having financial difficulties in 2024, like money management issues, it's been causing you stress. I see with the convention and the order, which are very similar in that regard, with the Virgo and the Capricorn, you're going to be putting those affairs in order in the correct way in 2025 with the guide, perhaps with the help of a financial assistant, like your guides training you to discern, or you becoming this wiser guide in your life and realizing like that was the inefficiency, and I'm going to be more disciplined with my money. I'm not going to be as immature about it. Okay, so that you're going to have money for fun activities such as travel or such as hobbies. So that's the theme that I see here. You're going to be freeing yourself of some slavery, metaphorically speaking. Okay, because you're going to make your mind up about it, that this is it. I realized what I was doing wrong. And in order for me to gain these wins, I'm going to have to be disciplined a brand new way, change it up, switch things up. So that's the guide. That's your maturity growing here. With the Page of Cups going from immature energy to more mature, wizened energy, where you're decisive. With the Ace of Swords, your intellect is working right, and you realize like, I don't have to take this. I don't have to let this suck my joy. I don't have to go along with this. There's a better way to do less and make this much money, for instance, okay? So those are the messages that I'm seeing for some of the themes of 2025 for you. So let's take a look at the blessings coming in 2025. Okay, Seven of Cups. Let me just take all the cards out first. Okay, so we have the selection card, the Three of Cups, Seven of Cups. You know, first off, I see that you may have had trouble like picking on something to do with this Page of Cups energy. Like, you know, jack of all trades, but a master of none type of energy is what I'm seeing here. And so the blessing is you're going to finally make up your mind, be decisive about what it is that you want. And we have the Hope card, the Seven of Swords. Or this is indicating that there will be an expose. Something that confused you in the past is going to become clear to you, like which one was lying, which one wasn't the right path, or which one was the correct path, especially if you have multiple suitors. Okay, choosing a better suitor here. In terms of love, we have time to go out and have fun. Interesting, like a use of your time, since that was one of the themes here. Use of your time to go out and have fun. I see you're definitely going to be making more time for frivolous, lovely things in 2025 with the Page of Cups, hedonist, yep. Wow, we have the grapes twice. You know, grapes signify plenitude. They could also signify Italy or Mediterranean countries. So this may be a time that where you may travel to a Mediterranean country in 2025. indulging in rare, fun experiences, or it could be like in a tropical location. And it could also be that you're going to have events coming up, a lot of events, or some 2 or 3 significant ones. You're really going to be enjoying yourself, getting dressed well, on fleek in 2025, and just having more free time than you did in 2024. Let's see what else is coming through. Excitement, yeah. Definitely more exciting times, especially if 2024 has been more or less boring for you. 2025 will be eventful. With this excitement, it could also be like you're going to wow people with your talent, make more of a mark with your words, with your speech, with the setback here. Interesting. Two of Cups. Now, another message that I'm seeing for some of you watching is with setback and the excitement. If you had a setback with someone because like they said the wrong thing or you said the wrong thing to them and they misunderstood you, right? Like, let's say this is a romantic interest. It doesn't necessarily have to be one. I see you guys making up, reconciling, and this person will once again like pursue you or like you again. It's some good news regarding that. And they could even perhaps invite you out. So let's say you got off to a bad start with a certain coworker. This is like that setback is going to be left behind, reassessed. And with the hope here, the 7 of Swords, yeah, it's like the card of betrayal or not feeling hopeful. And then I see you guys reconciling and having a second go at something together, okay? But, happiness, hope and happiness, beautiful. So the other message that I'm seeing with this is something that you had very little hope of happening, coming together, like synergistically in terms of happiness, like you wanted more free time to pursue a hobby, or you wanted to have a partner, but you haven't been able to have one. I see you're going to have much more luck with that. Something that seemed like a slim chance to none chance of happening. And we have the Knight of Swords. Yeah, you see this theme of like you're running to catch something, like a flight. So, what are you running to catch here? We're going to get some clarifiers for that, but so we have the fire, strong emotion, passionate love or hate. Okay, so definitely I see some reconciliation or a passionate love affair with someone starting, especially if you're single. We have the Page of Swords. That's a great indicator for studies, or for those of you who are in the with the Gemini card, like in the writing business or in the speech making business, like if you're in a creative art where you have to sing or write, you get picked up. Okay, then we have the Strength. Very nice. The strong emotion and the Knight of Swords. So I see you making an important deadline as well. This could be a deadline regarding like applying for scholarships, for example, if you're a student, or this could be, yeah, you're going to be informed of there's this like contest and you're going to apply right before the expiration date. And so you're going to get that. You're going to be like, yes, I'm so glad I applied for this, because you feel passionately about it. Yeah, if I wasn't informed of this, I would have missed out on this opportunity with regret. Yeah, so I want to see some clarifiers as to what that could be about. I'm going to try to get 2 from here. Sorry, cards are a little bit messed up. They fell, so I didn't want to waste time fixing them. Okay. 7 of Pentacles, something you've invested in. Yeah, something you've invested in at the last minute materializing. Interesting. We have 7. Perhaps it's something from July or leftover from the summer. Maybe you invested in multiple things, like 2 or 3 things, and you didn't think anything would come of it. You watched it for a while now, and then it just materializes at the last minute. Okay, with the Judgment. Like, this is a resurgence of this. Like, let's say you have a channel, okay, and things are slow, or you've diversified, you have 2 or 3 things that you're doing at once, you have 2, 3 businesses, and you're not seeing growth in that area, but you have major investment, and then you're going to see at the last minute, like right before you want to give up, there's going to be a resurgence or some happiness regarding that. So like it's an uptick of that activity that you wanted, so a growth. But let's see what else we're getting here with this card, with the Page of Swords and this Knight of Swords energy. Hero, heroine. Wow, okay. So literally, it's like this rushing energy, something that says passion for a journey of personal empowerment. If this is, for example, you've been jogging and you're preparing for a marathon, you're going to be able to make the deadline. You're going to be able to make the team or make the cut. Okay. If this is a school thing, you're going to be able to complete a project on time. You know, the passion, the happiness card here. If this is a teamwork project, I see synergistically this will work out together. This could also be relationship wise. Okay, with the hero heroine as well. Yeah, so various scenarios, but I also want to see another clarifier for the hero heroine. What else this could be about? Spirit. Younger woman. So who is this younger woman? Is this like a daughter of yours or a sister of yours? Somebody younger than you, or this is you if you're a young lady. You know what I mean? Under 40. Not that I'm saying you're old if you're under 40, you know what I mean? Over 40 rather. So yeah, I see some sort of good news or good traction regarding this person. They get in at the last minute, or you didn't think they could make it through something that felt hopeless. But then at the last minute, they make it through. And this hard work that you've done with this young lady bears fruit. It will, with the fire. You see, the alchemy, it will materialize with the strength. It could be like you've invested a lot in this young lady to be able to succeed, and maybe they had setbacks in the past, as we saw before. Like, let's say this lady had an addiction issue, and there were setbacks in the past. They went to rehab before, but then this time around in 2025, they're going to be succeeding with the strength. They're going to be able to have follow through, consistency, and after that setback that was initially there that made you feel like the situation is hopeless, I see them flourishing and you managing to help this person. So mentor away, please. If this is like a lady in your life who you really love and you've been trying to help, you've been planting the seeds with, you know? So that's what I'm seeing here. Or it could be like you working together with a certain person at the last minute, they join your group. And this is like fire, okay? This is wonderful because you guys are going to be working very well together. You see supportive. And you're going to have a good synergistic union with this person and a good flow. And so everything's going to feel easier, especially with the setbacks that may arise in your life. This person is going to give you strength. Yeah, so it could be like you're making a new friend because at the last minute, this person shows up. Okay, like a new employee or something at your workplace. And of course, as we said before, we see more enjoyment, more fun time with friends and such in 2025 for you. There will definitely be, with this as our main card, Page of Cups, definitely more emphasis on fun times, frivolous fun times, you know, not so serious, you being less serious and less suffocated. And also, let's take a look at some of the challenges and advice. Okay, so see some of the challenges you may be presented with. We have Trickster, we have Skull, Hidden Secrets Can Harm You, Financial Pinch, okay. Hammock, taking a vacation. So perhaps maybe you'll take a vacation. You might have some hiccups on that vacation, or you may have trouble finding money with the financial pinch for that vacation, paying it off or something, or bad reviews. Yeah, that's one of the things I see. The other thing I see with the Hidden Secrets Can Harm You and the Rebellion, maybe someone is secretly against you, or that's how you feel. So that may be a challenge in 2025. Their criticism. Rivalry. Okay. This could be like you have a competition with someone at your workplace, like you and your boss don't get along, for instance. Or the financial pinch could be like there's not enough money to go around. Let's say you and your sister or you and your brother are both trying to get money from the trust or something, like an inheritance that was left. So that may be an issue here. Yeah. Oh, interesting. That strength card just moved. Okay. So with the rivalry, you may want to give up. That's what I'm picking up since the strength card moved. You may want to give up and give it up to this trickster person who's trying to undermine you and take over your energy or spot. Okay. Or you may feel like you can't trust this person with the hidden secrets in the skull. Okay. So rebellion. With the enthusiasm underneath the rebellion, it could be like you're not good with mental challenges, especially if you feel like you're being challenged, like especially if you are a Libra person, like Libra rising or Libra sun. And so this may be something that, or you're not like adept at playing games, mind games with people. You may not understand like what ulterior motives are, or you may be uncomfortable when people are playing mental games with you and challenging you in that way. So that's what that's showing to me. So you don't know how to respond accordingly, and it's making you lose your confidence or making you want to withdraw with the hammock. So that's something that you have to watch out for. You have to like not let the mental games get to you and keep firm. With the Eight of Pentacles, it could also be an issue related to work or the business. Okay. Someone at work, like with a financial pinch, you not making enough money might be a challenge. Or with the rivalry here, you being in competition for a certain position with someone else. And with the trickster, it could be like being undermined by a certain employer or employee at work. Then we have the God, and we have Elephant. Interesting. So with the God thing, what I'm seeing for some is that you may have particular trouble in dealing with a certain narcissist, maybe a boss or an authority figure. But for others, this just shows crisis in faith, like over your own leadership abilities. Yeah, somehow your belief system will be challenged in 2025. Benevolence and compassion. Okay. So also, it may be that you may have trouble having compassion for this person who's tricky with you, who's competing with you. And so, yeah, something about that. Or you not being assertive enough, because it says here, recognizing eternal force within yourself and others. Okay, and then we have the flip side, which is cruelty. Or someone who's of a superior position is going to like bully you with their trickster energy. And so with the Elephant, like it may wear you down, because it says a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. And so you may not want to, like you may lose your enthusiasm to play the game. Okay, because it seems like it's beyond you or too much beyond your pay grade, to handle. For others, yet, this may indicate that you feel more insecure regarding your looks or your age in 2025. So that's a challenge as well. But you got to accept the aging process, okay? Think of it as a privilege. Yeah, definitely. Have enthusiasm about that. Okay. Or this may indicate with the Elephant, like someone who is an elder in your life is going to give you a hard time with the rivalry. Like, let's say it's your mom and she's sick or something, or she's being petty with you, going back and forth. So that may wear on you. And you just don't like her being facetious or something, or throwing jabs at you. Okay, so that's the type of vibe I'm getting. But let's see what advice your guides are giving you about dealing with such problems. Okay. All right, and I'm going to take 2 from here. Okay. All right. So let's see the advice that has been given to you about dealing with these challenges or overcoming these challenges. So first off, indecision, the Libra energy, February. So the first thing that I'm seeing here with this is, instead of being scared and non-confrontational with the Libra energy here and not wanting to rock the boat, I see you have to have some pushback, okay, against this person, or go hard. We have the Libra energy again. Keep your life in balance. Yeah, exactly. That's what it's telling you. You have to talk back, speak back, and don't take it lying down. Then we have the Vision and the Ink Pot, problems to be resolved. And don't bury your head in the sand and pretend like it's not happening or it's just going to be resolved with time. Instead, like actively repel these forces is what I'm seeing. And with the eccentricity, don't conform. Yeah, look at novel ways to solve this. Or with a detachment here, like be cold. Give the cold shoulder rather than being kind. Be a little condescending is what I'm seeing. And mystic, it says revels in intimate union with the divine. Here, you're also encouraged to pray about it and to also make sure that you're doing things that make you feel balanced. So you're eating right, sleeping right, because these can affect you health-wise. Okay, but let me see what that's indicating. I want to get a card out from here. I felt compelled to do that. Oh, okay. See. Okay. Anger adjustment. Wow. Okay. Exactly. So you have to learn how to handle your anger instead of like hiding or going off and like suffering in silence, for example. You have to stand up for yourself. And with the adjustment card, which is similar to the scales, yeah, you have to keep yourself in emotional balance. And let's see how you do that, though. How you do that. First, pray is the answer. The eccentricity in a novel way. The strength, having confidence in your own ability to be able to do that. But let's see specifically how else you can adjust yourself in this situation. Let's get, we have the professional card. So you just have to act professionally. And we have the ace of the beginning card. Okay. So reinvent your approach. Basically, like start from the beginning, visualizing yourself as a badass. Like see it as a fresh new day, full of possibilities with the vision. You're the pro, that you can fix things. You could try a new approach with the eccentricity day by day. And this is like the detached card, especially if this is related to a person you work with. You have to stay detached, cold, reserved, harness the energy of the Aquarius. All right, King of Swords. So that's what I'm seeing here. Oh, and lastly, we're going to take a look at yes or no answer to your question. So I want you to take a moment to think of a question that you want, like a wish that you have, and ask in your mind's eye, will blah, blah, blah happen for me in 2025? Okay, make a wish. And we're going to see the answer to your question. And also you're going to be selecting 1, 2, or 3 while making this wish. And we'll see the answer to your question. Okay, you may want to pause the video for a second while you think of the wish that you have for 2025 or what you want to ask about will happen. And we're going to take a look at the answer, yes or no, to that question, okay? All right, ready? Let's go. Choose 1, 2, or 3. Choose 1, 2, or 3. It's 1. Okay. Okay, so if you chose 1, Hangman shows that it will be a no, or it will take a very long time, beyond 2025 to really materialize. So this is a no card. If you chose number 2, this is a yes card, definitely. And if you chose the Wheel of Fortune, this is more of a maybe card, but leaning towards a yes. But it's more of a maybe card. Okay, so I hope that this was informative. Thank you so much for choosing my reading for 2025. And I really hope you have a blessed, beautiful year. And I hope that I meet you again. Thank you for watching. Take care now. Bye. Hi, Pile 5. Welcome to your reading. You felt drawn to this blue charm or to this card that flew out as I was shuffling for your pile, the Queen of Wands. Now, this is an indicator of what your year is going to be like, but we're going to take a look at more indicators. Now, the Queen of Wands indicates that for you, this will be a year where you're more effective, especially at leadership and at being the center of attention or at materializing your goals and like a mover and shaker energy. It's also a sign of multitasking, being able to multitask and being able to like be more convincing, especially if you're like creative and you're trying to sell a project, for example. I see this year, 2025, is a year where you'll be more effective at convincing the masses or showcasing your talent. And it also shows determination, courage, a busy, active social life. Okay. Yeah. And or it could indicate that 2025 will be a year where you are tapping into those energies, where you're trying to develop your confidence and trying to be more assertive. But we're going to take a look at three things. Firstly, which is some of the major themes, shifts that are happening to you in 2025. In the middle, we'll get cards for blessings coming your way in 2025. And on the right, we'll get cards for some challenges you might face in 2025 and how to best deal with them or overcome them. And at the end, we're also going to take a look at yes or no to a question on your mind, a wish that you have, that you want to have happen in 2025. So you're going to be asking a question and I'm going to be answering yes or no to that question. Will it happen in 2025? So let me see which cards come through and we'll get into your reading. Okay, so pile number 5. Your cards are ready. And first off, we're going to take a look at some of the major themes for 2025. And let me get these cards out. We have box, you'll receive a gift. We have the loss. We have the main female. What else do we have? Frying pan, trouble, accusation. So one thing that I'm seeing, secret, you'll receive a gift. Okay. Very nice. Okay. So with the trouble, accusation, and the loss, what I see here is that one of the themes that you may be contending with is getting a gossiper or someone who is creating scandal in your life away from your life. So cutting this person off or learning how to deal with their accusations or their gossip more expertly. Okay, and with the secrets card here and the box that you'll receive a gift, I can't help but think that also some sort of secret will be revealed by a female, like let's say with a thief. What I'm seeing here is that like, let's say someone's doing something behind your back or did something behind your back. Like, let's say you don't know who your father is, right? This may be a time where you're going to find out your parental lineage is one of the vibes that I'm getting from this. But we also have the Magician. The other thing that I'm seeing is that you'll have more maturity, impulse control. Yeah, with the box and the secret, you may become a better secret keeper in general, like learn how to control your impulses, or if you're normally a very talkative person that doesn't know when to stop talking, when not to expose secrets, like you'll be mastering that art. And also, let's see, child wounded. Yeah. So some sort of with the trouble, accusation, something that's hurt you in the past with the Magician and the loss. Like I see you starting to master this thing, starting to get down to the bottom of it. Yeah, so therapy may be in the cards for you here. And we have November. Okay. So a Sagittarius person may be indicated here, or a Scorpio person, or what this is talking about with the thief is that in November, you'll realize like a certain female has been no good for you or has been toxic for you, or their main motivation, what they have been keeping under wraps. But I also want to see what else we can glean for the themes. Okay, so these cards came through. We have career, visit, seasons, and adjustment. Okay. So what I see with this is that, yeah, there may be a period of like getting used to a certain female that you're dealing with who drains you. With the thief, maybe they're stealing your time, or they're someone that you're jealous of, or that is jealous of you. That's what I'm gathering with the thief card here. Or they're like taking your thunder, stealing your thunder, attracting more attention. Like, let's say you have a sibling who is your parent's favorite or the problem child, right? So with the adjustment, I see that you will be dealing with that sort of thing where you're trying to get that under control. We also have the seasons here next to the secrets. Interesting. I want to know what that could pertain to in terms of a theme that comes up this year in 2025. And, oh, okay. It says family wishes come true. Okay. And we have, ooh, 2 came out. Good luck and compliments from an admirer. Very nice. So with the bouquet, compliments from an admirer and family wishes come true, but the good luck, it seems like you will patch things up with a certain individual, probably in your family. That's a very good harbinger, these 2. This person will favor you more, especially if they had been like insulting towards you in the past, or if you had a contentious relationship, okay, before with this person. Could also be a person in your career, for example, like a female in your career. I see better luck handling the situation in 2025 with this person. 2025 will be a new era for your relationship. So the seasons, that's what that is pertaining to. I don't know, maybe this person's name is translated into seasons, like autumn, summer. That's one of the downloads I'm getting for someone watching for this. Or it could be like around the holiday season, like let's say Christmas, Thanksgiving of 2025 is, yeah, when the secret will be revealed. That man's hearts. Yeah, some sort of good luck secret. Okay, and the cat will be let out of the bag. Then we have the visit. Very interesting. So this could be like yeah, some auditing happening here, especially if you have a business. So that will be one of the major themes. You have to get ready for this auditing process. A special visitor dropping by, or the certification, like if you're trying to run a Michelin star restaurant, just giving some of the various examples that I see. Yeah, so some sort of high class visit. But, you know, bouquet and stuff, it indicates that things will go pretty well, despite the pressure with this, from what I'm seeing. So with a career visit, it could be like you may go abroad, or also for some watching, like a business trip, or someone from abroad is more like it, is coming to visit around the holiday time. And so you have to like make an impression on this person or fix some auditing mistake you've made, for instance. Okay, so then we have the Magician card and the loss. That's very interesting. Yeah, if this is regarding, for example, being the center of attention, like you're performing or something at a show. Yeah, this could be what it indicates with the Magician card here, like something that was panned before. Like let's say you had a play and it was not received well in the past. With the good luck thing here, it seems like if you make a certain adjustment to it, if you cut out a certain part or edit it, it will be received better with the bouquet, compliments from an admirer. And yeah, it will have a better reception by people. So here it's like the task just needs some auditing, especially if you've been criticized before about a certain aspect or two of this thing that you're trying to manifest. And so listen to the criticism, just make 1 or 2 adjustments here, and it seems like you'll be well received for just these 1 or 2 adjustments, okay? So that's what I see here with the themes. And perhaps most importantly right now is the blessings. So what kinds of things are going to be fortuitous? What kind of problems will be resolved, or what blessings will come up for you in 2025? We have the Quarrel card, and we have the Eye, psychic ability, trust your intuition. Okay, I get what this is. It's like you're going to realize a pattern before it happens, like a fight before it happens, and prevent that with the Liberation card, freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs. or you're going to see potentials for problems to arise, and you're going to be able to nip that in the bud before it arises. Could be in the arena of family or work. But we have goldfish, increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. Definitely. Could be that you're going to gain more spiritual awareness, knowledge. And also with the coral, goldfish. Interesting. We have Hanged Man. I want to get all the cards out before I say anything, actually. We have Gift. We have Message. We have Intuition. Yeah, definitely. Your intuition will be stronger than it was in 2024. You're going to be able to understand patterns before they happen. Like if you have a tendency to get riled up, to be this fiery Queen of Wands person, you're going to catch yourself before that act. And with a Hangman, you're going to be able to temper your anger, or you're going to be able to be like a negotiator, very good negotiator, especially like if you're in the area of advocacy or law. You're going to be able to break a stalemate, or repel those problems before they arise, and be able to plan ahead. That's what the Hangman is showing. It's showing that you're going to have discretion before you take the step, before you take the plunge. Then we have a good message. Okay, interesting, with a Gift. Okay, false person. I see you're going to gain more awareness in general about who is not good for you, who's playing games with you, and with the Hangman, like finally cut that person out of your life. Your gut instinct will be validated. Okay. And so it could also be like an offer that looks good on the outside, but that you're going to realize like it's going to actually cost you more than it benefits you, or it's a false offer. And that's the good luck here, that you're going to be able to maybe get a pro tip before you fall for it, before it happens. And so you're going to be able to detect that, prevent that, or at the very least not subscribe to that, or get out of that before it turns really sour. So an example I can think of, I can't remember the bank, but like there was a bank that was very famous with investors. It was Silicon Valley Bank. They were telling their investors that everything's fine, and then 2 days later, like the bank had to close. So everybody had to wait to get their money out. But some people were smart, and they were able to withdraw their money before that bank closed because they had maybe prior knowledge, or they had a hunch about that. So that's what the psychic eye is also saying, like with this intuition. Okay, so it could also be that if you're having a hard time like motivating someone in your family or partner, you're going to get the right psychic intuition hit on what's going on behind the scenes, what they haven't been showing you. So, the wealth, very nice harbinger, especially for those wanting more money in 2025. I see that is definitely going to be the case. And so getting back to my initial point. So regarding that situation, you're going to understand like what is motivating this person to act this way, and how to get them to act more in accordance to what you need them to act like. Now with the November, this quarrel, this fight, this confrontation, which is effective, could be something that happens in November, or with a person who is Sagittarius or Scorpio, since that card indicates those signs. And with the wealth, it brings in material wealth, and we have that twice. And so this is a very good harbinger for material wealth, accruing assets and receiving gifts. Okay, so 2025 will be a fortuitous one for you, especially if you're putting in the work, as we see with the Queen of Wands, multitasking. Some good payoffs. Okay, so we also have, interesting with the juxtaposition of this Hangman versus the Liberator, and they're kind of like hunched over, but very different energies. But I'm going to take another card with that. So the most difficult part of a situation is over with the message. Okay, so this could indicate, like, let's say there's a competition and you're both vying for a certain thing, competitive energy. Like let's say you and your friend have both applied for a certain position. I see you getting it, or there are a lot of applicants, people who have applied for a certain position, and I see rainbow, the most difficult part of the situation is over. I see with the wealth card here, like you getting chosen for that thing, or it could be a letter of application that gets approved, a loan that gets approved. Okay, because we have 2 wealth cards here, increase, and it's abundance, and it's a good outcome to this quarrel or rivalry situation. Yeah, with the Liberator card, it does kind of remind me of like sports competition or even a university educational thing, you know, with the torch carried here, or a certain credential course. Yeah, with the Hanged Man, I'm going to get a clarifier for that, but let's see what else is coming through with the Priest. Okay. It says facilitates spiritual commitment, serves as a channel of spiritual energy. For some, this indicates joining a special organization like a fraternity. Otherwise, it could mean being lifted out of a fraudulent situation. Yeah, with the Priest, you're getting a psychic hit, an intuitive hit regarding a certain person, maybe that they're false and a false prophet and they're no good for you, and that you're going to be stuck if you stick with this person. And it could be like you get a morsel of information, intel on their deed, and it becomes so clear to you, like you just have to liberate yourself from that institution or from that person to be able to get ahead, because they're a false prophet, or they're, you know, in the metaphorical sense or literal sense, and that they're just going to keep you stuck with the hangman energy, and that you're not really going to go anywhere with this person. Like, let's say there's a flashy person, right? And on the outside, at least initially, it looks like they're going to give you the world, and they're going to give you an opportunity that many would be jealous of. But with the gift here, it's like you're going to realize, or you're going to be given some information that's going to make it very clear to you psychically, intuitively, with the 2 intuition cards, that this person with a rainbow could be that they're even gay. Like, I don't know why I'm getting that for some people. Maybe they're down low or inauthentic. It could be that this person is a false person. They're falsely positive, but yeah, that they're playing you, and this is like a dead end road. So you're going to liberate yourself from this situation, and as a result, you're going to get into a better situation, and you're going to prevent some other harm coming to you. And whatever comes afterward is definitely going to be a step up, especially financially. Okay, so those are the various things that I'm seeing here. Okay, but you're welcome to read the cards as you see them, because you know your situation better than I. Just reading the various ones that I saw right now. And let's finally, or not finally, but let's take a look at some of the challenges you may be facing in 2025 and their solutions. So let's see. So we have power. We have optimism. The journey. Time to go out and have fun. We have August. We have loss. We have the Sun card here. Okay. You know what I see this as for some of you guys? Like, let's say you were in the arts field here, right? You have an audience. You are, let's say, an actor on stage or something, or you have people, supporters, and it kind of looks like your numbers are dwindling, right? Or you're not being received well. Anxiety about the crowds, their perception. Yeah, that's a concern of yours with the optimism. Like, people are losing trust or confidence in your ability to get the job done. That's one of your obstacles to overcome this year. And we have the journey, March. Interesting. Discrimination. So, various different things with this one. Let me tell you all the ones that I see. Right. Time to go out. Interesting. Yeah, you see the plentiness here. It's like you had more audience, or more people enjoying this, or more people in the company, and now there's like a decline, and you feel like it's a sharp decline, and so you're losing your hope in that you're getting somewhere. For example, let's say you're working in IT, and then suddenly they have like huge layoffs, right? And so you feel like, I'm not optimistic anymore, like I'm losing my power, optimism, my happiness levels, or even my hope in this business. Or you're starting to feel like just one of the numbers, casualties in the work sphere. Okay, something along those lines. And so you're losing your optimism and yeah, the joie de vivre. Another thing I see is a shady person with August. So something else may also, or a Virgo person may look to trap. This is a card of Virgo or Leo, may zap you of your energy, play head games. And that may be a challenge, like they're using up so much of your energy dealing with this person. Maybe it's that this person has to go away or they're at a long distance, but they still have a pull on you. And this person could also be born in March, or this issue may arise in March. And this is the card of Pisces or Aries. So with the discrimination, it's almost like you can't choose what to do with this. Or it could be an issue related to like going away or moving abroad or moving to another city. Some sort of change that you're making, a shift. Let's see what that, what else I'm getting with that journey. As another card. Okay. So the journey with the scribe. Okay. Healer. So this could literally have to do with you changing careers or an ongoing correspondence with the scribe, or it could have to do with you having to do something over and over again. And this is the card of confusion with the discrimination, like especially if you're creative, if you're a writer, you're doing so many drafts of the same thing, of this idea. And with the healer, I see for some, it could also be that you're going to get headaches or you have some sort of migraines stemming from the stress. Or this may refer to doing one-to-one work. You doing a job where you're working directly with someone's hair, or like you're a Reiki instructor or something, and that may be the challenge here. The rigors of service, somehow in that sphere of work, or you're getting a lot more headaches. Okay, so those are the various clues that I'm seeing. Yeah, with the discrimination. It's like pinpointing the issue, like why am I getting these headaches, right? Or why am I doing so many rewrites? Like, is it not good enough? Or why am I being asked to do corrections on this? Yeah, watch out for a loss of morale, right? So you're going to start doubting yourself, lose your enthusiasm, and just feeling like one of the numbers. With the trickster energy, time to go out and have fun. And it also says transcending conventional stuffiness and predictable behavior. Also, what I see is that you may be a little stuffy or feel guilty for trying to go out and have fun or taking time off. Yeah, something of that nature, where you feel like maybe you're not taking things as seriously as you should be. So you're hard on yourself when you do take days off, or when you do go away on vacation, because you're with the scribe. It's like maybe you're a workaholic. So that may be one of the obstacles for someone here. So let's see what advice your guides have for you regarding this challenge or these challenges. Let's see. Put these two out. And let me get one from here. And let me get two from here. And let's get one from here. All right. Okay, the cards are here. Let's see. Vice. Tower, torch. Okay. Spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. Okay. So this is to dig deep into why you have this tower moment, or what the pain is trying to tell you. Okay. Or it may be a sign that you have to end this thing, and you have to like take up new education, or get a new degree. For example, if you're not enjoying this job anymore, and if you just feel like you're one of the many, there's unhappy ones, and Tower could indicate that you have to end that with a professional card here, and start some new venture, module, or training in a different arena, or in this arena, like take it further educationally, or take it to with a professional card into a new passion career place, like apply for a different job. We have with the richest card here. Another advice I see here is, ooh, okay, in June, there may be an opportunity for more money, or the opportunity for more money may lie with a person who was born in June, who's a Gemini, is what I'm seeing it as. And we have the dog, protection from a powerful friend. This is like getting yourself allied with this professional. So if you want to, for example, prevent a tower moment from happening, like a betrayal or a downward slump, a tragedy taking place, you may have to align yourself closely with another professional who has more spiritual awareness or development opportunities for you, okay? Or you may have to step into an arena where you're going to be making more money. But yeah, I see one of the main messages being you have to ally yourself with someone who's loyal, or who's going to be investing in you, in your education and enlightenment. So in terms of journey, what I see is that you have to end something. If you're asking a question about, like, should I leave and move, you have to end things. These cards indicate that, and that's where you will have your greatest wealth start emerging. Okay, and now I want you to ask any question that you want about 2025, like something that you want to happen. This is the make a wish make a wish section of your reading, okay? And I'm going to take out cards to see if you're going to most likely get that wish in 2025. Is it going to be a yes, no, or maybe? So take a moment, reflect, and say this sentence: I wish blah 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 happens in 2025. Will it happen? And choose a number, 1, 2, or 3, and I'm going to take out cards, see which cards come through, and we'll answer that question for you. Let's see what your guides are saying. Go ahead, you can pause the video and choose 1, 2, or 3 after you make your wish, or just stand by. All right, let's see. If you chose, let's see what is coming through. Okay, if you chose, okay, 3 of Wands. Now the Emperor is mostly a yes card, but it can be interpreted as a maybe card in this particular suit for number 1. It's all about, one of the messages I'm seeing, if you chose 1, is that it all depends on you, your resolve, or on one last puzzle piece coming into play. This is mostly a yes card, okay? But your effort is needed too, okay? Or it's about allying yourself with a certain tastemaker or decision maker in order to, like, get their consensus. Now, Ace of Cups is a definite yes answer to your question. The 3 of Wands, if your number was 3, is mostly a yes, okay? So we see this is a yes, this is a yes, this is maybe leaning more towards a yes for the wish that you asked, pile number 5. So I also feel like called to take out a card for this, like any other. Ooh, okay, this card came through for this. Very interesting. Shield, you need to defend yourself, okay. This came out for Candle, you'll be shown the way, exactly. And we have Bird Perch, waiting for news, package letter. Now with this Shield, one of the messages that I'm seeing is that you have to check in your heart if this is really what you want, because be careful what you wish for is coming to mind here, okay? Or it might come with certain problems, certain other hitches. So that's just one interpretation I'm getting with this. This may also indicate that this is something you truly, truly want, and you know it's not going to have a bad outcome. If you get this, then you just have to make sure you protect this and not speak of it until it happens. Because sometimes you can jinx it by saying, you know, this is going to happen, or I'm going to do this. Okay. And with this, the Emperor, waiting for news, package letter, bird perched. Well, like I said, this is more of a maybe. It's dependent on you allying yourself with this person, getting in this person's favor. Like there's some other person that has to set this into motion. But like I said, it's mostly a yes. And here with the 3 of Wands, you'll be shown the way. Three of Wands. This is me reading more as a maybe towards a yes now with this card. But it does seem like the answer will come to you. Look at that beautiful candle. Illuminating your path, saying yes. Listen to the nudges. Believe in it and expect it. Your guides are going to offer like certain clues when this is about to happen. Okay, so let's see. Anything else that comes through for that? I feel like, ooh, okay. Wow, okay, flirtation, excitement. If this is regarding a love situation, definitely it's a yes, okay? That's the last thing I want to add here for that. And excitement, okay. It seems like you're going to be very excited about this happening. It's happening, okay? So thank you so much for watching and choosing my reading for your 2025. I'm so very happy for you. And I hope that you have a wonderful year ahead in 2025. And see you next year. Take care of yourself. Be blessed always. Bye, Pile 5.